Hey guys, welcome to the Cosmic Panel, where today we're going to be interviewing Mike Hawthorne. Hello, Mike.
I'm standing. This is how short I am. I'm just kidding. Hi, how are you?
I'm good. We're at Fat Jack's Comicrypt in Philadelphia, in the wonderful city of brotherly love. And yeah, we have a couple questions for you. So let's get right into it. Some of them we did ask you beforehand, so don't mind repeating for the audience. But are you reading anything right now?
I am. It's been a while since I've started a new comic. I most recently probably enjoyed Cliff Chiang's The Catwoman Lonely City, just because to me it's unique to get to see an artist do everything from script to letters. So that's been enjoyable for me.
Just curious, have you ever written a full story for like a book and then drawn it later on?
I have. So I started in comics self-publishing. So I did a book called Hysteria that I actually started here in Philly. I had little ash cans that I dropped off at all the comic shops. It's probably the last time I came to Fat Jack's. It was like 100 years ago. And then I've done a lot of self-published stuff since then, and also stuff for other companies. I even wrote a short Deadpool story and drew it at Marvel, and most recently I have a book called Happiness Will Follow with Boom Studios. That was like a autobio kind of book that I wrote and drew.
That's sick. I've been really loving Boom Studios recently, so always love their work. Also curious, moving on from that, what is one of your favorite characters to draw? Do you have any specific characters that you really enjoy, like the anatomical shape of, or a character that really tests your limits?
Yeah. I tend to like the more kind of expressive characters. Like, I mean, I enjoyed Deadpool quite a bit, just because they can do cool stuff with the eyes and the face mask. A favorite, man, I don't know if I have a good answer. Just because I tend.
Don't worry, all your other work will be null and void depending on this answer.
I like drawing. I think. Does it have to be something I already worked on, or can it be something that I would like?
Something you could work on later in the future, or something you haven't.
Yeah. I always have fun drawing The Thing, which I've never actually drawn in a comic. It's one of the few characters in all the years at Marvel that I haven't gotten to draw. But whenever I get a chance, I'll kind of. I like those kind of monstrous-looking characters, like The Thing or Darkseid, where you can kind of go nuts with it. So yeah, maybe that.
Yeah. The Thing has been having his own series, Clobbering Time. Yeah, no, it's pretty cool. It's like body horror-esque.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, which is really weird.
Yeah, that's interesting. Okay.
There's an issue where his skin gets peeled off, and it's like so brutal. Yeah.
What does he look like? Is it like a hot dog skin?
They did it before, like early 2000s, I think, and he's just like, yeah, literally just muscle. Like, it's terrifying.
Ew.
It's just
is he still beefy though, or is it like okay?
The Rock is like apparently like a pretty thick layer, but it doesn't like account for all his muscle mass. Most of his muscle mass is actually muscle, which is pretty crazy. Taking on some of your earlier work, some of your previous work with Superior Spider-Man, how did it feel working on such a controversial character?
Sorry, that's Disney telling me not to. Sorry, Mr. Eisner. I'll call you right back. You know, I'm gonna admit to something. I didn't actually read the Superior Spider-Man series before the one I drew, so I didn't actually know it was controversial. They were just like, "Hey, you want Spider-Man money?" And I was like, "I very much like Spider-Man money." So I just said, "Yeah." I didn't give it much thought, and once I was on, I had a great time. I mean, Christos is an incredible writer. He was doing a really cool thing where it was like, 2-issue arcs kind of, so you could jump in at any point and enjoy the series. You didn't have to read 1,000 years of continuity.
Yeah.
And it was just a fun book to draw, to be honest. So yeah, I enjoyed it.
A lot of good character inclusions, I would say, like some more obscure villains.
Yeah. Although I'll never forgive. I like Christos, but I'm going to put an old world curse on him because So we got halfway through that 12-issue arc, and they got a fill-in, like right in the middle. I guess thinking I would need the time, which I didn't. But and during that fill-in, they had the Fantastic Four, so no thing for me. I didn't get the draw. Can you believe that, Christos? If you're watching,
Just
sorry.
gonna put really ominous music there and just zoom in on his face.
Yeah.
Can I do a? No, do that. Just kidding, man. Sagapo.
But that character's actually recently returning to Marvel again.
I heard. So is it still Doc Ock?
We don't know exactly
We don't know why yet, but
No, Marvel doesn't talk to me anymore since I went to DC, so they won't tell me. Seriously, I call them, except for Mr. Eisner, who we're friends. We go back.
You guys get dinner on Fridays.
Yeah, we served in Iraq together.
So speaking about Deadpool, how do you visualize?
Speaking about Deadpool, that's a lie. Did you see that?
He
lied on camera.
No, so we had actually 20 minutes ago we had talked about Deadpool.
Did we?
Yeah, we had talked about it during the second question. Sorry, my brain works like a filing cabinet where I put like a conversation in a little folder and I push it back in.
My brain works like tiramisu that's left on a sidewalk and people stepped on it and it melted and now it's really, really bad. It just flies on it and the flies are laying eggs and now there's eggs in the tiramisu. That's what my brain works like. And then you scoop it up and put it in a filing cabinet.
There you go.
I'm sorry.
But I was just curious how you visualize Deadpool's like chaotic energy, because he is such a visual character, especially with his eyes and everything you were mentioning earlier. So I'm just curious, how did you, going into that, really want to distinguish yourself from the other Deadpool artists?
So I made it a point that I would draw his actual face and then sort of put the mask on it so that I had expressions. I mean, in the rough stage, I didn't actually like draw two different versions of the page. That would just be insane. That would be crazy. Unless they paid me more, I would do that if they paid me more. But that was the easiest way for me, is to sort of have the expressions under the mask. And then sort of, once that's established, I could put the mask on it. So you could tell if he was smiling or frowning or whatever. And that made it easier to do something other, because I didn't want to do the Spider-Man thing where it was all in the eyes. I actually wanted to use more mouth, since he's the Merc with a mouth. And I kept the eyes kind of minimal. I didn't change the shape of them a whole lot so that I could tell the expressions without it.
Yeah, that's sick. Now, we already talked about this. The dream character to draw is The Thing. Yes. Okay. So
did I say The Thing? I don't remember.
You did say The Thing.
I'm going to change my answer. I'm going to say, a left-handed vampire that carries scissors, named what should we name him?
Morbius.
That'd be hysterical if that was his power, that he could just cut really fast with his left hand if he had the right scissors. And he never falls.
Yeah.
I had a cousin that fell on a pencil, but like not the sharp end. It was the eraser end. It just went and it cut a hole.
At least it was just the eraser end.
No, dude, it's the worst. You would rather be the sharp end, because it just did like a punch the hole in the roof of his mouth. Yeah.
Oh.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
You've seen John Wick?
I have not. I saw the first one because there was a dog in it.
Yeah.
And then after that,
all the other ones have dogs too.
Okay, really?
Yeah.
Shit.
Now you're obligated to watch
I
it.
have to watch. So I watched the first one because of the dog, and then the dog. Spoiler warning: the dog doesn't make it. And I was like, "F this movie." I mean, I finished it because I don't remember why, but then I gave up on the entire franchise. I only want if they should make John Wick about only the dog.
They kind of do in the second one. Actually, they have a whole mission where it's just the canines killing people.
And the second one?
Yeah,
you're lying. I don't believe you. Is that true?
It's a whole
really.
They make it a staple to have dogs in the movie, and there's multiple actually.
Yeah,
there's multiple.
Oh man,
the one by Nobody. What's his? Halle Berry's, which is the second movie.
Wait, is that the second or the third?
The second one is with Halle Berry, and then the third.
No,
yes,
I think it's the third with Halle Berry.
Is it? Maybe.
Man, you're lying a lot. Oh my god, what's going on?
I'm just being caught in lies. I'm like Nixon on the stand.
Oh my lord. Yeah, I think I want to see. You know how they do those movies where it's like all the cutscenes from video games. I just want that with only the dog parts of John Wick.
Yeah.
Except for their deaths.
Oh shit, no deaths, please.
So only the first one. So
yeah, it's just the one.
Yeah, all the other dogs actually get to live. They're very, very good.
Okay, I like that.
There's a whole scene in the fourth one where like John Wick gets angry because someone hits a dog.
Wait, there's 4 movies?
Yes.
Yeah. The fourth one just came out recently.
So we only have a couple more questions for you. We wanted to ask, what are some inspirations that got you into the comic medium in the first place?
I'm inspired by turkey sandwiches. I like to eat turkey sandwiches, and if I draw and people give me money, I can buy turkey sandwiches. I also was inspired by, as a kid, I was a big fan of Jim Lee and Mark Silvestri. Just to work on X-Men was, a big deal for me. And then later, Will Eisner was kind of an art hero of mine. I honestly like, just to make comics, I think you can kind of find inspiration in anything, and you just want to tell stories, and you could be on a train going somewhere and just some stupid idea pops in your head, and comics being kind of a one-man show, you can make it happen, without a lot of investment in money and time. You can kind of make something goofy and fun. So, anything can be inspirational. You're inspirational, sir.
Thank you. I appreciate that. So outside of comics, what do you enjoy doing on your day-to-day basis? Do you have any routines or any hobbies that you enjoy?
Yeah, karate. I don't know any karate. I'm sorry. Just kidding.
Who's the liar now?
Dude, I've been lying since the beginning of this interview. So that's not a surprise. I am not passing myself off as a person that knows things. If I don't know a thing, I just make it up. And that's gotten me this far in my career. So when I'm not working, I just draw more, which is sad, but that's all I do pretty much. I teach at a college. I teach anatomy. So when I'm not working on comics, I'm working at the school in the studio. I do a lot of figure drawing. It's kind of a competitive gig. And so I take the training part kind of seriously. So I end up just doing a lot of extra drawing, which is, now that I think about it, is kind of depressing. I should have a hobby. If you're watching the show, you drop a hobby for me in the comments. Nothing weird though. Don't be like, hey, you should wrestle alligators that are wearing underwear or something like that. And that's weird. I don't want to wrestle underwear alligators. I'll wrestle alligators, or I'll wrestle somebody in their underwear, but not an alligator wearing underwear.
So, what art techniques have you learned recently or have recently viewed as new or revolutionary?
Ooh, revolutionary. Tracing. I noticed, like, if you want to get better, you just like find an artist better than you, and then you just trace them. I'm just kidding. Actually, that probably does actually happen. I don't know that there's a
surprise.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a revolutionary thing. I do think the advent of digital drawing has made production a little easier for some folks. I don't know that there's it still comes down to drawing though. So I don't know that there's necessarily a new technique. I am working on developing an AI that draws for me, and then I just take the credit and the money. So it's gonna be Chump GPT. I'm not.
And then when you have your workers rebel against you, you just slaughter them all and just replace them with AI.
Oh my God, man! Slaughter them all? No, listen. I don't slaughter workers. That's horrible. That's what they do at Fat Jack's Comicrypt. That's why it's called a crypt, because all the old employees.
Yeah, what do you think we build our tombs on? Our insulation is actually our former employees.
Ooh, man, it's got dark. It's got so dark.
But final question, what are you currently working on? Do you have any projects in the future that you are excited to promote or talk about?
I'm doing more Batman. I am drawing part of the Gotham War event thing that they're doing. And we're also always self-publishing, so I have a new art book that's coming out soon via the Kickstarter ended about a month or two ago, and that book should be on my store soon or at conventions. And I'm thinking of kind of going back to my roots and making some ashcan comics, like just kind of small, dirty, grimy little kind of, damn near photocopied little ash cans. Just because, I don't know, just because. Why not? Why not? I mean, why not? Do you know? Do you have an answer? No?
No, art is a way to explore.
I say we do it. You and me. Let's do it. Okay. He's my angel investor. He's gonna fund my publishing ventures. Is that cool?
I have $90,000 worth of debt from college.
Oh,
so yeah, no, I am.
The lead. I thought it was 90,000.
No, I'm in the red already. I can barely afford groceries.
Oh God, you poor. You know what? Just when you kill the next employee, just take their paycheck for a couple of weeks. Just like don't notify the authorities.
Or I could start GoFundMe for their funeral, and then use the funeral funds to then pay off some of my debt.
Well, better yet, don't go straight to the funeral. Just say, hey, I'm raising money for my friend who's gonna get stabbed.
Who's deathly ill.
he's gonna get stabbed 10 times, and I want to preemptively raise hospital money for that.
But yeah. Thank you for joining us, Mike Hawthorne.
Yes. Thank you for joining us, Mike Hawthorne.
And this is a Fat Jack's Comicrypt in Philadelphia, 2004.
Hey, did you know there's not actually a Fat Jack? Can you believe that? The dude's name is Mike? No, wait, you said Mike?
Yeah.
Shame.
But yeah, thank you for coming. We appreciate it. Remember to like, subscribe, support your local comic shop, and
come by Batman Comics. I'm signing all of them. Please come to Fat Jack.
Yeah, definitely support your local comic shop, 2004 Samson Street, Fat Jack's Comicrypt, and read comics. See ya.